Everyone, welcome back. My name is Michelle and I talk books, and today's books are what I'm going to be reading in July. Today is July 1st. Hopefully I'll get this out tomorrow. There are some amazing books out this month that I have been looking forward to for a really long time. So I am really excited to be reading, laying out on a beach, reading books. That's what I want to be doing, especially after staying in the house all winter. I want to be out and I want to be laying down, reading, and just absorbing the sun. That's the plan for July. Let's get into the books that I am going to be reading this month. I have 8 of them. Every single one of these authors, I have read more than one of their books. All but one of these authors I've interviewed. So 7 out of the 8 of these authors I have interviewed. That is just crazy to me. They keep writing books year after year after year. I get very excited about that. I love these women. I think they're all women. Let me check. Yep, all women. Wow. This is an all women month. That is crazy and exciting. I love all these women so much. And I can't wait to read all their books. Let's begin. I am going to do them in the order that I'm going to read them because I've started to think that way. Sometimes I get caught up and I'm like, oh, what am I going to read? What am I going to read next? Well, I am a Libra. I have taken all of my guesswork out from now on. I'm reading them in this order so that I don't have to think about it. As they're coming out, I may be a week or two behind just because of life, but I am going to read them in this order. So that alone makes me more excited than I can tell you. Nothing makes me more excited than questions that are already been answered, like, what's for dinner? What are we going to watch on TV tonight? These are things that take me too long to think about. So if I don't have to think about something, I am so happy. So now, check. Don't have to think about what book to read next. I've already got it written down here, and I'll have this video in case I forget. Let's get started. Number 1 comes out next week, July 7th, Fast Girls by Elise Hooper. Historical fiction, story of the 1936 Olympics, which was the first women's Olympic team. And did we know that? No, we did not. I did not until I saw this book and I'm like, seriously? This is Elise's 3rd book. Her other books were Learning to See and The Other Alcott. I've read all of her books and I love her and also interviewed her. So I will put that below. I'm going to go through these quick because otherwise this video will be way too long. Number 2, Kerry Lonsdale, Side Trip, also comes out July 7th, women's fiction. She's a Lake Union author. I love Kerry so much, and I'm going to say that a lot. I'll try not to. I've read more of her books than I care to mention, and she has more books that I haven't read. She is one of those authors. They keep coming out with books, and I love. When I see she's got a book out, I'm like, I do a little happy dance. Love her so much. See, it's a theme. I'm sorry, but every one of these women I just love. So, all right, why don't we just make one statement here? I love all these women, so, and then I have to keep saying it. It's annoying to me, too. Like, I hate hearing myself say it. Number 3, Katherine Center. Her book comes out July 14th, What You Wish For. Women's fiction. Can we talk about Katherine's book covers? I'm going to put them up. The first one was How to Walk Away that I read. And then the next one was Things You Save in a Fire. And now this one, What You Wish For. And I've talked to Katherine. She talks about, if you want to watch what she has to say about her book covers, look at the interview below because that is one of the topics that we talked about. When you see her book covers, you're like, wow. Sometimes I think that people can't not buy her book because of her book covers. And they say don't judge a book by its cover. But in her case, her books are just as good as her covers. Number 4. Oh God, ladies. How to Save a Life, Liz Fenton and Lisa Steinke. Comes out July 14th. Women's fiction, suspense. I didn't understand why Amazon had them under women's fiction because their books are really suspenseful. They are one of my favorite writing duos. They're so cool. And I interviewed Liz Fenton. I'll put that below. Their other books, The Girl's Night Out and The Good Widow. The Good Widow was the first one I read of theirs. No words. I was reading this book going they are brilliant. They've been friends since high school. They have a crazy relationship. I mean, can you be friends? I don't know. A lot of these women writing duos are best friends, but they have been friends a really long time. And she talks about that relationship. If you want to watch the video, she talks about it a lot. Liz and Lisa, love them. That's all you have to say to me. Liz and Lisa have a new book out, and I know exactly who you're talking about. Number 5. He Started It. Comes out July 21st. Samantha Downing. This is a psychological thriller, and her first book, and I interviewed her for My Lovely Wife. That book, the whole book, you're like, oh, I know how this is gonna end. It was great, but I'm like, I already know how this is gonna end. She caught me at the end of that book that I sat up. I was reading it laying down, and I sat up, and I'm like, whoa, Samantha, nuh-uh. He Started It. Oh my God. As soon as I saw the title, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to be in a really good state of mind when I read this, and I can't think I know what I'm gonna be reading. I'm gonna be thinking I know what's gonna happen, and then she's going to get me. Can't wait for that one. Number 6, Kristin Harmel, The Book of Lost Names. This comes out July 21st. Also, historical fiction, World War II. Love her, even though I said I wasn't gonna say that again. Interviewed her for her book, The Room of Rue Amélie, and I think I said it right too, which I'm really proud of myself for, because I don't think I said it right in her interview, and she had to correct me. Whew. Does she do World War II historical fiction? Crazy. And she finds stories when you think there can't be any more stories about World War II. Kristin is going to find. Looking forward to that one. Number 7 comes out July 28th. We're finishing the month off with a domestic thriller by Michele Campbell, Is the Wife Who Knew Too Much. This is her 5th book. The other book I read of hers was It's Always the Husband, and I interviewed her about that book. I love Michele. She's amazing. I love these husband-wife. As you can tell, these domestic thrillers, I am there. I am right there with you guys. Love them. And then finishing off the month with July 28th, Ellen Marie Wiseman, The Orphan Collector, another historical fiction. This is about the 1918 flu. And when I saw that, you can't buy timing. These authors cannot buy timing. I'm sure she was thinking, oh my God, I wrote a book about the 1918 flu, and now here we are. These books have come out. She wrote it last year before we ever thought we were going to be hitting a pandemic. I've talked to Ellen for her other book, The Life She Was Given. I loved that book. Can't wait for this one, even though I'm going to be reading it going, this hits really close to home, and then that's how I'm finishing my month. So we shall see, right? So I have 8 amazing books to read. I still have a couple more from June, and then I'm starting right in on this list, and that's how it's going to go for me. I have decided, I've changed my life, and I've decided how I'm going to fix it by having these books in order. In the meantime, I got to get June wrapped up because this is my new July. So by the end of July, pray for me. All these books will have been read, and we can move on to August, which I've already seen August books. So I'm like, I already know these books ahead of time. I get very excited for each and every month, but I didn't realize how these were all going to be women. Let's just go through a really, really quick recap. Let me see. I've got 1, 2, 3 historical fiction, 1, 2 women's fiction, because I'm not going to call How to Save a Life women's fiction. I'm putting that under domestic suspense, psychological thriller. 1, 2, 3. I like how it's spread out. It's not all one genre. I have a very, very interesting month ahead. Let me know below. What are you looking forward to? What are you going to read this month? I want to know. If you've already read some of them, because sometimes you guys get these books early, let me know. I want to know what you have to say about them. So that was it. We did it really quickly. I'm very excited. Thank you for watching. Please hit like. Please subscribe. I put out videos all the time. Still working at home. I love it. I can be here with you guys more and making more videos. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video.